channel, you guys. If you are new, hello, my name is Blanca Estela, and if you're not, welcome back. I'm going to be reviewing and doing first impressions on two products that are new by AOA Studio or Shop Miss A. I'm going to be reviewing their Prowear Full Coverage Foundation along with their Perfect Filter Face Primer. Now, if you guys saw my haul that I uploaded like 2 videos ago, I did say I was going to be reviewing these, so here I am reviewing them. The video before this, I did do a full face full of Shop Miss A makeup. So if you guys want to watch that, go to my reviews of AOA Studio playlist. I think that's the name of it. But I'm going to be reviewing these little babies right here. This is the foundation. Right here. I did get 2 shades. This one is in the shade Sand, which is darker than the other one. This one is in the shade Ivory, which is clearly too light for me. I thought I got a darker color, but I guess I didn't. So I'm going to be using this one just because it is darker, but I still think it's going to be a little bit too light for me, but we will see how that goes. If I am too light, I'll just do a really good job at bronzing. This is the primer. It's the Paw Paw Perfect Filter Face Primer. The AOA Studio one. This one was $188, and then I forgot how much the foundation was. It might have been the same price, but it was less than $2, so that's a pretty good deal right there. If you guys didn't know, anything that has Paw Paw logo on it, obviously it's from the purchases from the Paw Paw products do go to animal charities, so that's why I like buying them from Miss A as well, because they do donate some of the proceeds to that. And this one is also from the Paw Paw charity program, so it's a win-win. So I'm going to go ahead and start off with the primer. I did moisturize my face just because it was looking a little dry today, so it is pretty soft right now, and these bangs are getting on my nerves. I'm going to start off with the primer and put it all over my face. I did do my eyes. It's going to be a pictorial about it on my Instagram. So if you guys want to see how I got this look, just go to my Instagram. I will post the pictorial before I post the video. When you guys see the video, I should already have the pictorial up on my Instagram. So it is white. And I got a lot. But we're going to try and spread it out throughout the whole face. It is really soft. It doesn't I kind of get a smell of lotion, but it looks really nice. So I'm going to go ahead and apply some to my face. Oh yeah, that smells pretty good. So what I had on my fingertips was enough to put some all over the bottom half of my face, which is good. I'm just going to go ahead and put it in. I'm going to get a little bit more and put some of that on my forehead and down my brows. And I'm just going to put more on my nose just because that is a big problem area that I have. It gets oily and have big pores. So while the primer is setting in, I'm going to read to you what it says on the packaging, which says nothing. I'm going to go online real quick. I'll be right back. Okay, so their Paw Paw AOA Perfect Filter Face Primer does retail for $155. It is sold out right now. This face primer helps to fill in pores and fine lines to make a silky soft base before applying foundation. Take a small amount and apply to face in soft circular motions as if you are making a clean canvas. Wait a few seconds to dry and then continue to apply your favorite foundation. This primer helps to make your foundation stay longer and controls the oil throughout the day. And I'm oily bitch, so that's a win-win. We offer charity edition collections made exclusively with one mission in mind: to give back. These collections support causes like standing against animal testing and abuse to support education and more. A portion of proceeds from sales go towards organizations making a difference in the world we believe in. So that's why this is over $1. So it's $1.55. And yeah, I'm just going to give it a little bit of more time to set in. So I'm just going to go ahead and read some stuff about the foundation as well. Their Paw Prowear foundation retails for $155. It's the same price. And let's share. Okay, this is a medium to full coverage foundation with a gorgeous semi-matte finish. Is a foundation of your dreams. Available in 15 shades, so everyone has a match. The shades correlate with our A+ satin foundation, so you can find your shade. If you are in between shades, pick out the lighter and one darker and mix together. And this foundation works beautifully with the A1 No Pore Primer. So I got this right now. And the Paw Super Soft Wonder Blender, which I also have right here. It's a little bit dirty, but I'm going to use that to blend out my foundation today. So yeah, that's the foundation. I did wear their other. Oh, I did wear this one in my last video. And I actually really like it. If you guys want to know my thoughts on it, go watch my video before this one. I'm going to go in with sand, and it does say to shake it really well, so that's what I'm going to do. Open it, and it is the squeezable cap. So I think I'm going to pour some in the back of my hand. Okay, yeah, that is way too light, but we can fix it. It's okay. I'm gonna go ahead and grab one of my foundation brushes and just get some and apply some all over my face. So it is a semi-white foundation, so it's not completely matte. Did I say semi-white? I meant semi-matte foundation, so you should be able to get a good amount of time to work with it before it completely dries down. So okay, well, that's enough. That looks way too light, but like I said, we can fix it. So I'm gonna blend it out with my Paw sponge just to see how that looks. Smells pretty good too. So far so good. It's blending out really good. It is pretty thick though, so you do have to blend it out really good, but so far so good. I do like the foundation so far. It is one layer. We'll see how it looks after I blend everything out, and then I'll decide if I want another layer or not. It's blending out really easily and really smoothly, so that's a plus. I do need more on my nose, so I'm gonna get some more in the back of my hand. I'll be using the same brush to apply this, and then right here as well. I need more up there too. And I'm just gonna go in with another layer, just a little bit like this. Okay. Blend out the foundation on my forehead and between my eyebrows. I'm using a smaller brush just because when I use the sponge it tends to make a big mess. I'm going to go back with the sponge and blend everything else out. Right now I do like the coverage. I did apply only one layer to most of the face, but I did apply a second layer to my forehead just because I needed more. I only added a little bit there, and I did add some more around these areas, and I like the coverage right now. It looks really nice. Just ignore the fact that it's way lighter than me. So far so good. I do like the coverage. I'm pretty sure if you put another layer though, you'll be like fully coveraged, but now I do like it. And then the primer did kind of minimize my pores, and my skin does look a little bit smoother, so that's another plus. Now I'm going to go ahead with concealer and see how it looks like with the concealer on. I'm going to color correct first though, because I have a couple of dark circles under my eyes. So first I'm going to go in with their, where is it? Their Wonder Cover HD Concealer in the shade Orange. I'm just going to go ahead and apply a little bit to right there. And then right there. And that should be good. Okay. I'm going to be using a brush to blend that out. I'm using the same brush that I was using on my forehead just to blend this out a little bit. A little of this corrector does go a long way, so just keep that in mind. But the concealer actually does a good job at covering it up, so even if you do get a lot, you'll be fine. And I'm going to go with their Pawpaw Concealer, which you guys already know. I love this concealer. It is really, really amazing. For $1.55, you can really get it. And I'm using the one in the shade Nude. I'm going to put this in the back of my hand as well, because it does come with the cap for you to squeeze. A little of this does go a long way. I can't stress that enough. You need to get a little bit. And then you can build it up as you go. I'm using the same brush to apply it, and then I'm going to blend it out with my sponge. You guys are going to see that this concealer has amazing coverage, and it's going to cover up that peach orange shade that we applied under our eyes and right here as well. I'm going to get my sponge and just blend that out a little bit more. Can you see the difference? It covered it up really good and no more dark circles. And then whatever's left on the sponge, I'm going to use it to put some on my nose and cupid's bow, chin, and forehead. It wasn't really for highlighting. That's actually like kind of like my concealer shade. And the other one I got for highlighting is too light. Okay, so far so good. My skin still looks pretty good. The coverage is still there. It's not caking up or anything. My face looks pretty smooth. I'm going to go ahead and set my face. I'm going to be using their AOA Studio Perfect Finishing Pressing Powder. This is the translucent one. I'm going to go ahead and get my sponge, a dry one, and set under my eyes. Just going to grab some on the sponge and just we're going to be baking the other eye. And I'm also going to bake around my nose, especially in the creases. Okay. And I'm going to be using my brush to set the rest of my face. So I'm going to set this in patting motion like I do with all my other setting powders, because you don't want to move the foundation. I don't really care about doing it back and forth or circular motions on the neck, just because no one can really see that and you don't really put that much foundation there. But on the rest of the face, make sure you tap. Get it and pinch it a little bit to set between my eyebrows. And then I'm just going to be using the same brush to wipe our under eye. So the only thing about this setting powder is that it does make you look really powdery after you're done. But if you want to get rid of that powdery look, go ahead and just set it with your setting spray right away. That's what I always do when I set my face. Anyways, I just go ahead and set it with setting spray after I set it with powder. So that's what we're going to do right now. And I didn't get any of their setting spray, so I haven't tested those out yet. But I will pretty soon when they go back on stock. So for now, I'm going to be using my Rose Fix Plus by MAC. I'm going to go ahead and spray my whole face with this. To make sure we don't look powdery as fuck. And then I'm going to be using the sponge to just make sure that I push that into the skin. This helps it give it a little more of a natural look, because it won't look so powdery. So that's pretty good. Sorry you guys hear background noise. I do have my little fan on hitting me in the face because it's kind of hot in here, because I have all these lights on, even though the AC is on. But okay. Okay. So I think we're good to go. I'm going to go ahead and contour my face and my nose. Okay. To contour today, I'm going to be using my BH Cosmetics Brilliance Bronzer. So this one right here. One of my favorite bronzers. And I'm going to go ahead and just grab my brush and just contour this face and snatch it real good. Can you guys already see the difference? I don't really need much in my forehead just because I do have the wig on, but I still do anyways. And then of course my neck and my chin. I'm also going to contour my nose. Then I'm also going to go ahead and clean up the contour. I'm going to be getting the same sponge and the same setting powder. And just cleaning this up and blending it in to look a little bit less harsh. So I'm going to grab some on the sponge and just clean this up. And when I clean this up, I don't really leave it to bake. I just put it on and leave it on for a few seconds and then brush it off. So I'm going to be using the same sponge that I used to set my face. I'm just going to go ahead and wipe this away. And also blend this out a little bit because I do feel like it came out a little bit harsh today. There we go. Do the same thing over here. Girl, my nose looks so snatched today. Damn, we did good. We did hella good. Now for a blush, I'm going to be using my Girl Power blush palette by The Balm. So this one right here. And I'm going to be mixing these two shades right here for blush. So these two right here. In the shade Houston and the shade Suburban, yeah. Apply some blush to this pale ass face. I've been into wearing a lot of blush lately. It just looks so pretty when you have pink and peachy cheeks, you know. For highlighter, I'm going to be using my AOA Studio Pow Lighter in the shade Sunray. You guys already know this is one of my favorite highlighters. Loose highlighters is only $1. I do recommend it to you guys. And apply it. Oh my god. It is such a pretty highlighter. Like, how can you guys not get this highlighter? Damn, that Cupid's Bow highlighter is gonna be popping, y'all. And then I'm gonna go ahead and finish the rest of my eye makeup, and then I'll be back with to do my lips, and then I'll tell you guys my final thoughts on the foundation and the primer. So I'll be okay. So this is the final look right here. You can see my skin looks pretty good. Pretty good. I do really like the foundation and the primer. That's my first impressions and review from the first time using it. I really do like it. The primer really made my skin really soft and smooth, and it blurred out my pores. Nothing too drastic, nothing too big, but I could tell a little bit of a difference. And then the foundation was really easy to apply, and I like the coverage. I did apply one whole layer, and then I applied a second layer on some parts, and I like the coverage from doing that. I think one layer is probably enough if you aren't really into a full coverage foundation, but it is buildable. When I put on the second layer on some parts of my face, it was also easy to blend out. It wasn't cakey and anything, and it did dry down matte. It's supposed to be semi-matte, but I do think it looks matte on me, but I do like it. The primer smells really, really good. So, oh my god, if you guys like smelling stuff like I do, you need to get the primer. This one smells pretty good too, but I like the way the primer smells. But you know, it took me a little while to finish my makeup because I was distracted. I've had the primer and the foundation on for a while. I would say about an hour, and it still looks pretty good. I do really like it. And yeah, for $1.55, you guys, I recommend it. It's really, really good. I do have to say though, since it did dry down matte, I don't think you have to set it if you are dry. I get oily, so of course I set it, but I think if you have oily skin, if you have dry skin and you want to try it out, I don't think you should set it. But yeah, that's it for this video, guys. Thank you guys for watching. If you guys want me to review any more stuff from ♯𝙀𝘾𝙄𝘼𝙎, let me know. I do have a playlist with a lot of videos that I've done on the products, so if you guys want to see that, just go to the playlist. I do have a couple of other videos coming up of comparing the products to high-end products, so watch out for that. I'm so excited to do that. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and until next time, bye guys.